I'm Tolu Osobu. I'm a chartered chemical engineer with 9 years of industry experience. I currently work as a management consultant for a leading global consulting firm. I work within the firm's industry X practice, helping clients to transform their plants into the factory of the future. My top three recommendations, I'm going to summarize my recommendations into three to creating a robust CV that elevates your visibility is number one, use a structure, a format, or a template that is easy to follow. When you consider the fact that on average recruiters spend 6 seconds to review your CVs, it's important to understand that you want it to be easily absorbable by them. So make sure that it's not too superfluous. Ensure that the format and structure that you're using is just easy to follow. So that's my first advice. The second is ensure that for each job you're applying for, you tweak and tailor your CV to that position. So one way in which you can do this is to reflect the keywords in the job description, the skills that are highlighted in the job description, ensuring that you're showcasing your own skills using the same terminology. And the last point is quantifying your achievements with numbers where possible. Human beings naturally gravitate towards numbers and stats, so where you can evidence your results with numbers, ensure that you include those into your CV. And my three recommendations for creating a robust and attention-grabbing cover letter is one, open strong. So if you've got a compelling, story that shows why you are the right person for the opportunity. It could be from your personal experience, it could be from an encounter that maybe you had with someone who worked for the company or the industry you're applying to. Make sure you open with that. The second is to focus on the top skills that employer is looking for. Whereas your CV is a little bit more spread out in terms of skills, I would pick 2 to 3 skills in your cover letter to expatiate on and to demonstrate that you can deliver on. And the final thing is show a mutual connection with the company. How do you do this? Highlight something that shows that your value connects with the value of the company. So what can you gain from working for the company? And equally, what can you contribute from working with the company? And for LinkedIn, my top 3 recommendations. Number 1, ensure you have an up-to-date LinkedIn profile. This is incredibly important per time because often recruiters are using LinkedIn to look for potential candidates. So if your LinkedIn profile isn't up to date, you are inadvertently discounting yourself from potential opportunities. The second is using keywords in your bio that allows desired recruiters or recruiters from desired companies to be able to find you. Say for example you're looking for a role as a clinical assistant, for example, make sure that something in your profile conveys that, so that when they put the keywords into LinkedIn to search for people with such skills or who are looking for such opportunities, you come up. So basically leverage the SEO function of LinkedIn. And the final thing is make sure that you identify groups and communities whose values you share and join them, but also engage with them. So if you come across posts that resonate with you, share them. You can reshare them to summarize your key takeaways. Use it as a little content creation platform, which is very common these days, to show your expertise, but to also show your willingness and enthusiasm to learn as well. So those are my recommendations summarized. Diversity, inclusion, and equity is incredibly important. I think let's start with the point that the most successful companies, right, are the ones that the best at innovating. And again, innovation is a consolidation, is a summation of diversity of thought, right? So diversity, inclusion, and equity is important because actually the more of it you have within a company, the more potential the company has to be successful. We all have very unique experiences, backgrounds that can help inform how a company can maybe design its product, showcase its product, market its product. And I think if companies aren't putting that at their forefront, they are really doing themselves a massive disservice. You are indirectly and inadvertently discounting groups and subsets of population that you could potentially cater to. So for me, it's been incredibly important. For my career progression, whilst I'm someone that considers myself to be able to learn from any and everyone, it's been particularly impactful to learn from people who have walked in similar shoes as me, people who have come from similar backgrounds as me. Their stories have tended to resonate a lot more. So I think even for people that are coming into the industry, it's incredibly important for them to be able to see people that they can identify with, that they can feel supported by, and people that can give them the confidence and assurance that they too can, achieve their dreams and their goals. So that's my perspective on the importance and necessity of diversity, equity, and inclusion.